Good morning. Good day. This 35th day, Meaningful Moments, 365 days. So you probably can't see me very well. I had just a moment delay trying to get on, and the sun is now rising. And just a few minutes ago, you could see just slightly more of the colors in the sky. I'm going to try to do that again soon so you can just see that beauty that arises for us each day. And it's interesting because the meaningful moment I had was with watching that sky change, literally moment to moment. And this feeling of the change. And I was speaking to my husband about it in those early waking hours with a dream that I had as well. And so much of the idea that was, or the theme that was kind of running through it all was radical change. Radical change, we hear about a lot of development courses and about radical living and all those kinds of things. And they're very powerful. And certainly, life shifts in different directions and we have radical change. Perhaps it's from, taking on a new path with what you really love and want to do and are passionate about. Maybe it's starting a new job or moving to a new location. And, there's radical change that way. There's breakups in life. There's children being born. There's parents that pass on. There's all these different cycles of life. And those are pretty radical. And yet, what I was discovering in my meaningful moment, and it was reaffirmed by watching the sunrise today, and that was that the radical change isn't always in these big boom kind of things that happen, coming from a person who has probed, like from a soulward position, to have new experiences, live in new locations, try different things, live close to my heart, take that path. But radical change often also comes from just these ordinary moments. These ordinary moments like watching the sunrise. Ordinary moments that we bring our consciousness to that moment and we're fully present with it. There's a radical change that can happen for us this way too. And in this way, we start to perceive that subtle nuance. And I've talked about that a few times this week. But those little tiny tweaks that start happening for us. And it's pretty radical when we sit with that, when we sit with the power of that. And there is the sun breaking through right there. And it's such a glorious moment each and every day as it intensifies. So wherever you are today, know that your radical moment, your radical shift is about your consciousness in each and every moment and moving it. It's that moment when we are aware of a certain pattern of thought we have, a certain way we're accustomed to responding to a situation, and all of a sudden we catch ourselves and we go, I'm gonna do this in a little bit different way, because we're able to stand and observe and then move forward with a new found way of thinking or feeling, something that we've been wanting to adopt because it's perhaps better for the circumstances that we're in, better for our well-being. And the moment that we do it, that's a radical change. And it can happen in the most ordinary moments. So for me, a very simple example of this is just this radical change that I get to see often on the sunrises. And there'll be more changes very soon again. And this won't always be the view. there's always this acceptance of this radical change that we get to experience. And if we enter the day and the moments with embracing that idea of radical change, then we get to experience life in this different way, where we're journeying with it, co-creating in the dance, being part of that dance, being one with that dance. And maybe it just becomes quite thrilling, quite safe to know that we know how to dance with these radical, ordinary moments.